Hi everybody, welcome to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. Well, as you know, I've done over 430 videos on my channel, and generally I'll stay with Lego, but there are times that I like to experiment a little bit and get off into other brands, quality brands that seem to be good competitors for Lego and that offer good value for the money. And one of those, of course, and I have other videos on here that you'll see, is Mattel Brick Shop. I have at least 3 other videos on here from Mattel Brick Shop, the current releases that have come out in the 3 grades that they offer. There's a Camaro, Chevy truck, and of course a Mercedes 300 SL with the gull wing doors. And this is the other one that Mattel developed and came out with. This is called the Corvette Grand Sport. It's a 63 Corvette Grand Sport based on the Hot Wheels theme. And this is 918 pieces. It's a 10 plus set. And I don't have a set number at the moment, but we will get that later in another update. But right now, it's a $49 set with 918 pieces. What's unique about Mattel Brick Shop is the manuals are excellent. They have a lot of detail about the car, its history, and its racing history, and the developers that developed the car into a formidable model here. And really unique. What's incredibly unique about Mattel Brick Shop is what you get with the set. Here's what we have. We have 16 numbered bags. Most of the construction formula that they use is every 2 bags. So that's the way we're going to do this. I'll do updates after every 2 bags. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and so forth. I'll follow the manual right to the letter. And there's your 16 bags. Some of them are smaller bags, some are larger. As you can see. You have a 210-page manual right here. Very well laid out. Excellent quality manual. The paper quality is excellent. The photos are excellent. All the details are very good quality. And in the beginning of the manual, you'll see details on the car through the years, right there. And it gets into more details. Gets into the Elite Series for Brick Shop, and this is an Elite Series model. And they have 3 different grades that is currently just developed by Mattel. The former brand name for Mattel Hot Wheels was called Mega, and that's now blossomed into the Brick Shop brand. You can customize this car with stickers. The sticker sheet's in a separate plastic envelope, which keeps it safe. Something Lego should do. But the big deal is you get a 1/64th scale Hot Wheels car, replica of the car you're building, which is right there. Looks fantastic. Really nice looking 1/64th scale. Get the 4 tires. Back here, you get a nameplate, Hot Wheels nameplate with the car. That can be used as a keychain, or it does go under the car if you want to store it with the car. 2 sets of wheels. One of them is metal. This set is metal right here. These are American branded wheels. You have Firestone branded tires. And then you have the regular Hot Wheels set right here. So you have your choice of either one. The regular set is plastic, but the 4 back here, American wheels, are metal. So there you go. That's what we're going to be building. And this should be a lot of fun. So come along with me. Let's do this and have some fun with it. And we'll be back after the first 2 bags, and we'll go from there. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Let me know if you have this set or if you enjoy this set. I do have the Mega version of this set, which is a little bit different. This is a upgraded set from the original Mega set, the Corvette Grand Sport. So we'll compare those at the end of the video when we do the review. So come along with me. Let's get this done, and we'll get started with bags 1 and 2, and I'll be back after bag 2. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for coming along, and we'll be back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. Here we are back. Welcome back to the Corvette Grand Sport, 63 Corvette Grand Sport in Mattel Brick Shop format. So here's where we are. There's the 1/64th scale of the car. And here's where we're moving to, bags 3 and 4. We completed bags 1 and 2. Here's 3 and 4 laid out here. Right there. Here's what we have through the first 2 bags. Building up the chassis, we put in what appears to be the rear axle. I believe that's the rear axle. And here's the base plates on the bottom. And the top. Coming along nicely so far, no real problems. The brick quality is very, very good. No problems with that. The manual's super nice. It's a real clear, concise manual with great contrast, and the parts specified placement very, very clear on every step. Really nice set. Mattel Brick Shop manuals are just excellent. I would give them kudos for their manuals. I think in some ways they exceed Lego in their quality and how clear they are. So that's where we're at through the first 2 bags, and not much to look at yet. It's just the basic chassis building up, and so far so good. And as you know, this is the Corvette Grand Sport in the Mattel Brick Shop format. Changed from Mega to Brick Shop, and this is the Corvette Grand Sport. I built this previously under the Mega brand by Mattel, and it's pretty much the same. It's been upgraded quite a bit. There's many, many differences in the look and the construction of the set, and we'll compare them. When we get to the review in the end, we'll do a comparison between this current under the Brick Shop brand to the Mega brand. And of course, this is white, where the Mega was a blue color. And the Mega had all pre-printed pieces, which this does as well. The only sticker sheet that we have is to customize it only. So if you build the basic car, as you see here, all those pieces you see are printed. But there is a sticker sheet right here to customize it with brand names like Edelbrock and Firestone and a few others, Pennzoil. So that sticker sheet is only for customization, but it's not required for the basic set itself to get the basic look. Where on the blue model that I had, everything was printed with some of the custom labels. So that's where we're at. So we'll get back. We'll do bags 3 and 4. We'll get back to you and show you the progress after 3 and 4, and we'll move on from there. We have 16 bags total. It appears that Brick Shop is, in the instructions, is doing every 2 bags. So 2 bags at a time are opened up, and that's how it works. So we'll be back. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying it so far. And if you are, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I'd love to hear from you. If you built any of these Brick Shop sets, I'd love to hear from you. If you check through my 430 videos online, you'll see builds on 3 of these under the Brick Shop label of all of the different series. This is the Elite series, but they have 3 series total. And one of those was a 68 Camaro. One was a Chevy truck with a surfboard, of all things, and can be customized. And then we have the Mercedes 300 SL in the premium line. So thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hot Wheels Corvette Grand Sport 63 model. It's a 10+ set, 918 pieces. JGR31 is the set number, and this is going together very, very well. $49 is all it costs for 918 pieces and a really nice set with a lot of nice features. So here's what we have. We have now completed bags 3 and 4. We're moving on to 5 and 6. you can see right here. This is one thing that Mattel does very well. They wrap up all the clear plastic pieces and keep them very, very safe. And there's another one over here, if I can get over there, right there. That's the rear window wrapped up. So they're very good about that. That's another thing that Lego needs to kind of learn from Mattel. Wrap the plastic. Always wrap the plastic, the clear plastic, like windshields and so forth, separately. So, here we are. Through bag 4. Basically, we built up this center section right here above the rear axle and this midsection. The rear portion, the rear end, is pretty much complete right here with the license plate already in place, as you can see. Very interesting lights right there. I see a piece. Yeah, it's a very interesting rear light there. They like bullet lights through the holes. Interesting. And then there's the rest of the chassis. And we're starting to build in the rear section here on the sides as well. So that's what we have right there. So far so good, no issues. Brick shop, their parts are the studs are kind of strange. Some of them fit super tight, others a little loose. But overall, it's the pieces are going together very, very well. I can't complain about the brick quality. It's pretty decent. It's just a little different than Lego, but still going together nicely. No issues at all. So let's get on to bags 5 and 6, and we will be back. I'll give you a fresh update when we get there. Again, thanks for coming along and watching. I hope this set is interesting to you and you're getting something out of the video. If you are, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Again, thanks for watching. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Corvette Grand Sport Mattel Brick Shop set. 918 pieces, 10 plus set. Corvette Grand Sport. It's a nice set. It's going together very, very nicely. We've completed bags 5 and 6. We're moving on to 7 and 8. And that's what we have so far. We'll be building up from there. Here's your 7 and 8 bags right here. Here's what we have through bag number 6 out of 16. You can see the entire back end got built up. There's the rear window. We can lift this here. There's the tail. All the way under. You can see the rear port lights. This back end does not open. This section's solid. Of course, the window. It's funny, they show it in the manual as a split looking window, but the actual window itself doesn't have a split line in it. So, and here's what we have. So basically it was all the back end. It's all built up in various pieces, as you can see. And here we have underneath. You can see how that's layered here. The license plate in the back. So there it is. That's through bag number 6. Moving on to 7 and 8. And you can see its sister car in the background there. That's the one that was built by Mega. So let's move on to bag 7 and 8. I'll be back, give you a fresh update, show you the how far we've gotten along at that point. But so far looking good. The bricks are still, they're kind of tough to put together, but if you just take your time with it on these sets, on what I've noticed on the brick shop sets is you have to be very, very careful about placement of pieces, and be mindful of when you push one piece, another piece can loosen slightly, and or just literally break off. So you have to be very, very careful putting these pieces on. They do go on solidly, but one piece can drastically affect the other, so you have to be real, real careful when you assemble, especially these trim pieces like this, all the way across the back there. Those can get a little tricky because they'll move. If you put a piece on top, the bottom piece will move, and then you have to tighten that one up. So if you take your time, though, it's not so bad. And it does go together pretty solidly overall. So let's get on to bag 7 and 8. We'll be back after that, give you a fresh update, and I hope you follow along. This is a pretty nice set. It really is. Especially for the money. For $49, this is a bargain. And with this many pieces. And if you get it on sale, all the better, as I did with this one. So, thanks so much for coming along. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you have this set, let me know you have it. I'd love to hear from you. And let me know how the building experience was for you. I would be very interested to find out how the building experience is for other builders as well. So, hang in there. Let's get on with it. Thanks so much, and we'll be back. Welcome back to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel. And welcome back to the Mattel Brick Shop Corvette Grand Sport build. We are now moving on to bags number 9 and 10. We completed 7 and 8. Basically, here's where we are. The 210-page manual. We're on page 106. And we're moving on to step number 162. Here is the parts bag layout. There were 3 parts bags here. One had 2 in it, and then we had number 10, which is right here. Here's where we are. As you can see, it's building up very, very nicely. We have mainly what we built up was this entire section right here. This section here, these, and this section over here. We put in the gear shift, we put in the emergency brake handle, and that's where we're at right now, our parking brake handle, I guess you'd call it. The seats also went in, as you can see. So coming together nicely, no issues at all, everything is fine. All the parts are there, the quality is decent, which is typical of a brick shop. The bricks are, you gotta work pretty hard to snap them together. Unlike Lego, they're easier to snap together. If you take like a 2x2 brick or a 1x2 brick and put them together, they snap together a little easier in Lego than they do on brick shop. But the plus side of that is they're very sturdy once they're snapped together. So there you have it. That is where we are at through the first 8 bags. Let's get on to 9 and 10. I'll be back with a quick update from there, and we will move on. So there's its sister back there. And we have tires and wheels, of course. These are the metal wheels right here. They're American racing wheels. And the Firestone tires. They're branded Firestone. And that's where we're at. So let's get on to 9 and 10. We'll be back. I'll give you a fresh update, show you what's going on. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for coming along. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And I will be back very shortly. Thanks for watching. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Mattel Brick Shop Corvette Grand Sport build. This is a fun build. Going together very nicely. We are at now bags 11 and 12 out of 16. We're going to be building up the front fenders. As you can see, those 2 large bricks there. This is the bag I had previously opened. That was 11. That's waiting in the wings, ready to be used. Here's what we have. We've put in steering from the steering wheel, which is right here, as you can see, right there. Kind of hard to do because it's sitting on the thing here, but steering wheel does move the front assembly, as you can see. That has a logo on it with the Corvette flags. Here's the Corvette engine that was built up and installed. As you can see, there's a Corvette valve cover right there on one side, not the other, of course. You have a 2 pulleys with a rubber band between them, as you can see right there. So we have full steering, the engine, steering wheel, of course, have been added. That's what we have so far. Now let's move on to bag 11 and 12, and we will go from there. Come together very nicely. Steering is very interesting the way that went in, but it's their own principle as far as steering goes, how the steering gear works compared to Lego. But just as effective, does the job beautifully. You can see the couplings right there on each side. So let's get on to bag 11 and 12, and we will get back come back and give you a fresh update when we're completed with 11 and 12, and we will go from there. So far, everything's coming together nicely. No real issues with anything. It's a good set. It's a fun set. A little different than Lego, as I've said before. The bricks are a different hardness than Lego. Lego's a little softer on the bricks. These are very, very, very hard bricks, but boy, they do it here. Once you snap them together, they are hard to get apart. So be careful as you put this together. So let's get back to bag 11 and 12, and we will be back after that and give you a fresh update. Come together nicely, no issues. Thanks so much for coming along. Thanks for watching. And please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Love to hear from you. Let me know if you have this set, but I'd love to hear from you if you do. And how was the build for you? Did you enjoy the build or not? Let me know. Thanks so much. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Corvette Grand Sport build. 63 Corvette Grand Sport. Here's where we're at. We completed bags 11 and 12. We're now moving on to 13 and 14 of 16. And here is where we are. We're going to be installing the very first installation. Will be the front windshield. As you can see, Mattel wraps everything with clear plastic, with the exception of those headlight lenses. That's kind of strange they wouldn't do that, but any of the big pieces in the clear plastic they wrap up. Did the same thing with the rear window. So here's where we are. You can see here we have that laid out. That's bag number 14 laid out, and we have two more, 15 and 16 right there. Here's where we are. Boy, we built up quite a bit. This front end's built up a lot. The engine's installed, of course, with the the belt right there. You can see down here, there's the front grille. And we come around, you have the beginning of the front fenders. Side vents, and we built up the interior almost completely now. As you can see, there's a lot of detail in here. And there's your gauge cluster. This is the other side of the dash. If you remember, on the early Corvettes, they had the two arches in the dashboard. There's your shift lever, and down here is your parking brake and the seats. So coming together real nicely. And there's the rear. Really nice. All these pieces you're seeing are printed pieces. No stickers in this set, except if you want to customize it, which we will not do. I want to keep it in its original state. Or maybe later on we will. As you can see, the original Mega build had printed pieces. Those are not stickers. They're all printed pieces on that one. That's another 63 Grand Sport from the Mega branded series by Mattel. This one's totally different though, as you can see. Not only the color, the whole car's different. Interior, exterior, everything's different. So let's move on to bags 13 and 14 on this beautiful Corvette Grand Sport set, and we will be back after that and give you a fresh update and show you what the progress is at that point. So far, no issues. Come together very nicely. And as you can see, the quality, it looks great, and it is. It is. Again, brick shop studs are very hard to attach, but when they attach, they're strong. So we got to give it that kind of credit. So let's move on to 13 and 14, and we'll be back. Thanks so much for coming along and watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and we'll be back. Welcome back, everybody, to the Corvette Grand Sport build from Mattel Brick Shop. Here's what we have. We're moving on to bag 15. We completed 13 and 14. Bag 15 is the final bag. Bag 16, which is right here, right there, is to customize it. And I'm not going to customize this car. I think it looks a lot worse customized, so we're going to eliminate that. So when bag 15 is complete, that is the completed set. So we'll do 15 here. I'll be back and give you an update and a final review after bag 15. Here's where we are through bag 14. As you can see, the car is pretty much complete. It looks fantastic. Nice detail everywhere. Look at the exhaust. This was very hard to install, but it did go on finally. It's all shiny metal look to it. and looks fantastic. You can see where it attaches below. The under chin pieces we put on. Of course, we put on headlights and parking lights down below. And we have the hood on. The hood's complete, and the hood does open right here. There is a prop rod right there that holds it up if you want to keep it open. Although it will stay up if you get it just in the right position. Gravity will keep it up there, but there's your engine and prop rod, and there's the hood. The hood's very, very solid and very well done. Opens and closes very easily, and this looks great. Look at the lines on this car. It looks fantastic. Has a 63 Corvette look for sure. These headlights look good too. So there you have it. That is just about completed. That's through bag 14, 15 to go. There's your interior. We have doors to install yet on both sides, and then we will be done. So thanks for hanging in there with me. Thanks for watching. We'll complete 15. I'll be back and give you a final update and review, and I'll let you know what I think of this set. So far, so good. I'll be back. Thanks again for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Comment if you have this car. Let me hear from you. Since I have a second one by Mattel of the Grand Sport, I'd love to hear from you. As you know, we have that one. That was the original by Mega, Mattel Mega. And this is the new version on the Elite series of Mattel Brick Shop. And as you can see, it does look quite a bit different. So let's finish it up. We'll get back, do an update and a final review. Thanks again for coming along, and thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Love to hear from you. Thanks. Hello, welcome to the RP Price Lego Build and Review channel, and welcome back to the finalization of this build of the Corvette Grand Sport. It's the 63 Corvette Grand Sport, set number JGR31 from Mattel Brick Shop, which is the new incarnation of the older Mattel builds that were under the Mega brand. And we have both of these. This is the current version of the iconic, very iconic 63 Corvette racer that we used in many races and won many, many awards. And this set is fantastic. Came together very nicely. It's 918 pieces. It's a 10+ set, and it runs only $49 for 918 bricks. That is a great buy. Real great buy. A fun build, challenging at points, but fun overall. This particular set comes with metal American racing wheels. Those are replicas of the original American racing wheels in metal. They're metal, not plastic. You do get a second set of wheels up here, right there on the basic car. I used the customized version of the wheels to make this car look a little bit better. Those are plastic though. The original wheels right there are plastic, and of course these are metal. A very detailed engine with an opening hood and hood prop, as you can see. Very nicely detailed. The iconic front end of the 63 with parking lights and the main headlights. Had a very unique shape. All of these are printed parts. You do get a sticker sheet with this, but only to customize it and turn it into the racer look, where this was the original look of the car. Back here you have a parachute, and then of course license plate on the back. Opening doors, steering. You have full steering from the steering wheel, and the detail in the interior is fantastic. Kind of hard to see, but you have printed pieces for gauge clusters in there, and the two arches that made the 63 dashboard look very, very unique. You do get the 1/64th scale Hot Wheels metal car included. That's included in the set. You get a nameplate that goes under the car. It can also double as a keychain. And as we close all these, got to put the hood prop down first. Close the door. And you'll see underneath, you have very metal looking side pipes. And there's the metal plate for Mega, or I'm sorry, for the Brick Shop Hot Wheels that details the car. And as we come around and get you a back end view, You can see the bullet rear tail lights, the license plate. Very unique look. Very unique. This is a slightly smaller scale. Mega developed a set when Mega was the brand for Mattel. And this is what it looked like right here. It was a little bit larger scale car. Let me get this over here. A little more engine detail in this one. As you can see, there's actually a hose going to the radiator. A band used to join the pulleys together. The hood still used a hood prop. This is more of the racer version of it right here. Opening doors on this one, opening hood, and steering as well. As you can see, it's a little bit different in its approach. Same in the back. Similar, but different. But that's what it looked like in the original Mega version of this car. And now it is the new version. As you can see, this scale's a lot larger than this one. Not a whole lot larger, but it is larger. And it also came with a replica car, Hot Wheels metal car as well. So real fun set. It looks fantastic as a model to place along with your other either brick shop cars or Lego Technic or Speed Champions cars. Fantastic. Manual, excellent quality. I have to give them a lot of credit for their manual. It's excellent paper quality. The images are beautiful. They give you a nice background of the car, starting from '63 all the way through. They give you the history of the car and how it evolved and how Brick Shop developed the car, as you can see. This is part of the Hot Wheels Elite series. They have 3 series under the Brick Shop label, and this is the one of the Elite cars. There's the sticker sheet to customize it. You have Firestone branded wheels as well, and here are your developers. Just a great manual. You can see very clear and concise manual. Very clear. Excellent quality. 210 pages. So this would definitely be a good choice. For $49, you can't go wrong with this car. It's fantastic. So check this one out. I think you'd really enjoy it. The build is fun. Display quality is excellent. Putting it together, a little challenging at points. I think 10 plus is probably a little overdoing it. I think probably a little older than that would be better for this, because some points are very challenging on this, and you have to make sure that the bricks all attach correctly. Side pipes look a lot better than the original cars. You can see here they were more of a gray plastic, where the new one has a real nice metal look to it. So check this set out. I think you'd really enjoy it. If you can still find this set, you can buy that also, and it was very low as well. It was around the $50 range, a little larger scale, and kind of a totally different look if you're into that. So check it out. I think you'd enjoy this set. I had a lot of fun building it, and a real good value. Real good value. I generally build Lego sets, however, and review them, but this set just caught my eye, and since I had the original Mega version of this, I wanted to see what this one was like. Slightly smaller scale, but a little more detail in areas and a little less detail in areas. Interior quality excellent on both of them, and they make real nice sets. So give them a try, see what you think. Very well worth it, I think. So thanks for coming along, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And try this set out. I think you'd really enjoy it, especially if you're into iconic cars like this. Again, thanks for coming along. We will be back with the next one very shortly. Much appreciated.